So here's a video to go over my closed transfer system for how I get the beer out of the fermenter and into the keg without it ever being exposed to oxygen. So I ferment in this big mouth bubbler you see here up on the table in my chest freezer. I bring it out onto the table about a day ahead of time to allow stuff to settle. I like putting it up on the table because you use a little bit less CO2 pushing into the fermenter. So I have exchanged the lid with the airlock for a dual port lid. On one port you've got a line going to my CO2 tank. On the other port you've got a stainless steel racking cane that comes down and connects to a ball lock in connection. On the other side I've got a ball lock in connection, basically purging all the CO2 out of the tank as I fill it up with beer. So to start the process, I will usually push this fitting down. As you can see, all of the CO2 in the keg that I've already purged is now coming out into the water, so all positive pressure, nothing's going back in. I take my liquid connector and I connect it up here, so it's ready to go. Now to start the flow, I come to my CO2 tank, and I turn it on about 1 or 2 psi. It doesn't need much pressure. And as you can see, the flow of liquid has started. It's coming out of the fermenter, down into the keg through the liquid line on the keg, and then the CO2 in the keg is being pushed out of the gas connection into this jar here full of star sand, so no air is ever touching the beer and everything is completely closed. So backing up, here's the entire system in process and work. Hope this helps.